As I sit at my desk, I know it's time to go. I've said that to myself a million times, but this time I know for sure it's real. I'm tired. I'm just so very tired. I'm so desperate. I'm so ready to go. It's like some game to me. The first one dead is the first one who wins. No one's home. It's the perfect time. If I don't do it now, I'm just gonna look down on myself even more. Instead of a paper, I get the video camera and a chair. I turn on my camera and just stare at that red light blinking upon my eyes. I don't even know how to do this anymore. I say sorry to everyone I know, even myself. I'm sorry for not being strong anymore. I'm sorry for breaking down. I'm sorry for bringing so much pain to everyone's lives now. Everything's over. I don't have to live in pain anymore. But everyone else will. What are my parents gonna think? What about my little brother? What are they gonna think? I'm gone. I'm dead. There's no going back. I ended my life because I thought my parents weren't accepting of me. My parents are home now. They call my name, telling me they're home, just like they always do whenever they get home. But something was different, and they knew. I didn't answer. They didn't hear my voice. I always answer. My mom comes upstairs thinking I'm showering or sleeping. She opens the door and screams at the top of her lungs. My little brother hears her and comes running up after her. He screams, "Daddy, help!" He runs over to me, tapping and begging for me to wake up. Wake up, please stop, just wake up. But I don't answer. There's no waking up. There's no going back. My dad comes running up. All he can do is stare. He just watches his little girl swinging back and forth on the rope. He sees the camera and the knocked over chair, but doesn't move. Can't move. He begins to cry. He never cries. He finally gets the strength to pick up the phone and call 911. He can barely get out the words, "My daughter committed suicide." He's in tears. My little brother just stares at him. He hangs up, and as soon as he does, my little brother jumps into his arms, crying harder than ever before. He's too young to understand, but he knows I'm gone. The ambulance finally shows up. They take my family out of my room and down to the family room. They take my body down from that rope and lay me on the stretcher. My family just stares. They all begin to cry, holding each other. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, everything happened and everything is different. Nothing is going to be the same. 3 days have passed. It's my funeral today. My best friend is still in too much pain to come. That night, the town that I lived in held a vigil at my school for me. Everyone came. I thought no one cared. I thought no one liked me. The gay girl. 2 weeks later, my mom still stares out the window, waiting for me to get home more than half the day. Sometimes even the whole day. My siblings still haven't gone back to school. My dad lost his job. They were already waiting to fire him. That's why my parents were acting so different. My dad couldn't hold it together for more than 2 seconds, so his manager pulled him into his office and terminated him. A couple weeks have passed. My parents have enough strength to go in my room. My door hasn't been open for more than a month. The video camera is still sitting on my desk. They don't dare to watch what's on that tape. My parents are crying again. They make my bed just like they did every morning after I went to school. But this time, my desk was empty of the sticky notes I would leave, saying, "Have a good day, Mom. Remember to smile." Or, "I love you, Dad. Have a great day at work. Smiley face." I pretended to be so happy. I even fooled myself. My bed was made. My room was clean. They shut my door, and it remained shut. A year after my death, my town and school are still under stress. I thought nobody cared. The girl who said no to being my lab partner now cuts daily because she thinks it's her fault I'm dead. The cashier at the supermarket, who never said anything but the total, is now in suicidal therapy 5 times a week because he feels just a smile could have saved my life. My English teacher, who is harder on me than anybody else, quit her job because she feels she isn't suited to teach anymore. I'm gone. I'm dead. There's no going back. My older sister and best friend are now best friends themselves. They started a club. Secrets is what they named it. It's dedicated to me. The club was formed for kids to speak their hearts out, without anyone judging them. They can say anything they wanted to and anything they needed to. If they were suicidal like me, they always had someone to talk to. That was what was wrong with me. I never talked to anyone. I just bottled it up. I just acted like everything was okay, and I acted as if I had the perfect life. The littlest thing could have set me off. And as soon as I got to my room that night, the thoughts would come back. I'm gone. I'm dead. There's no going back. My room will never be occupied. My mom still cries every night. My dad isn't as strong as he used to be. My little brother will never grow up with me by himself. My little brother will never grow up with me by his side, moving him in the right direction. He needed me. My parents don't know what to do anymore. They needed me. My older sister is still torn up. She needed me. My best friend has thoughts now too. He needed me. The club is there, so no one makes the same mistakes I did. My life was precious, and I took it away in the blink of an eye. All I needed was a smile. It's all I needed to show me that everything was going to be okay. But since I'm gone, I know people cared, and I know people accepted me. My town, my school, my family, my friends will never be the same. A girl is gone. A special girl. A girl who thought nobody cared. A girl who thought nobody accepted her. And all along, they did care. They always will care. They always loved me. And they always will love me.